Hey pals, it's your old friend Jon Colston here for Guitarinstruct.com. It's good to see you. So today what we're going to do is we're going to start a new series on learning how to play pentatonics. And so we're going to learn them in E minor and A minor. We're going to start with pattern 1. But before we dig in, if you would take a moment to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell if you're on YouTube so that you know when we're producing new content here on the channel. Also, don't forget there is a PDF of this lesson that is available below. All right, with that being said, let's dig in. So today we're going to learn how to play a pentatonic. So let's break that word down. Pentatonic. Penta meaning 5, tonic meaning tone, 5-tone scale. And so we're going to do these in A minor today and E minor. And the reason why I do learning patterns in 2 different keys kind of far apart is, so you've got your pattern here. If I needed to play that in G, it's just a whole step down. If I need to play it in B, it's a whole step up. Same thing if I'm down here in E. If I need D, whole step down. If I need F sharp, whole step up. I go step and a half up and I get G. So that's why it's just something that I came up with over time, that when I would learn a scale, I'd learn it in 2 different places, kind of far apart, and practice them. And so that's what I want to impart to you today. But let's start with the first one. It's an A minor pentatonic, and our notes are going to be A, C, D, E, G. And then it's going to repeat A, C, D, E, G, A, C. Now, looking at the tab, that's what you need to practice. Just go straight down and back up. Get it in your head. Now, one of the questions I get asked a lot is, what notes can I bend out of this? Well, you can bend all the notes. But if you're wanting to just do the full bend, which is if you're playing a note, say this C note, if you're going to bend that note, you need to bend it up to the D, which is a whole step. So you can bend the C, the G, and the D. All right, so that's going to be here 8, 8, 7, and then here's we're starting again at G, D, C, and that's going to be 5, 5, 8. And those are the notes you can play in this one. So, all right, so that's kind of a little cheat sheet for you. Also, what I want you to do now is I want you to take this little lick, get it memorized, because I've got a little assignment for you at the end of the lesson. So let's take a look at our lick. All right, everybody, so we got the old guitar neck shot here, and just to kind of give you a layout, here's our pentatonic pattern. So I'll call it out by numbers. 5, 8, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 8, 5, 8. And then 8, 5, 8, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 8, 5. Now, I've got this little lick for you, and so I thought I'd throw a little technique thing in here. What we're going to do is we're going to have a bend, and then we're going to hit a note while this one is held. It's like an old blues lick. So you're going to bend that up a full step. You're going to hit that G note on the 8th fret. Then you're going to hit that note again, bring it back down, and then you're going to go to the C note with a little vibrato. So the last part of the lick, we're going to do this little walk down. Now I want you to notice the vibrato lines in the tab. So little vibrato. So this is going to be an A, G, E, G, A. So you put that all together. All right, now we're back. Now we've been doing playing this first pattern in the key of A minor. Now we're going to take it and we're going to move it up to the 12th fret and we're going to play it in E minor. And so our notes are going to be E, G, A, B, D. E, G, A, B, D. E, G, A, B, D, E, G. Now the notes that you bend here are going to be G, D, and A. So there's your little cheat sheet on that. Now let's take a look at the lick that I've got for you here on the E minor. All right, now we're back with the E minor pattern. It's the same pattern, except instead of being at the 5th fret, we're going to slide up to the 12th fret. So I'll call out the notes. It's going to be E, G, A, B, D, E, G, A, B, D, E, G. If you want it by the numbers, 12, 15, 12, 14, 12, 14, 12, 14, 12, 15, 12, 15, 15, 12, 15, 12, 14, 12, 14, 12, 14, 12, 15, 12. Be sure to get the tab if you don't have it. All right. Now, just like before, what's the notes you can bend? Well, you can bend this G note, you can bend this D note, and you can bend this A note. And then the same thing again, D note, A note, and G note. That's your cheat sheet on that. Now let's look at the lick. Here it is all together. Now let's break it down. So we're going to play G, E, B. And then we're going to come back to the E with a vibrato. Now, we're going to follow that same pattern. We're going to go up to the 2nd string. And here it's going to be D, B, A. And then go back to the B with a vibrato. So then we're going to go up and we're going to play A, G, E, G, but a slight bend. It's a quarter bend. Now let me talk about that. That bend is not enough to make that G a G sharp, but it's in between, and so it kind of gives it an out of tune feel. And then we're going to end on that E note. And vibrato. So again, first part, second part, last part. All together. All right, so now we're going to close out the lesson, but I want to give you a challenge. So this first lick that we did up here in A minor, I want you to take that lick. I'm not giving you the tab. I've given you the tab for the lick in A minor, but I want you to take that lick and move it to E minor. So everything's going to be the same. It's just you're going to add different numbers. There's not going to be any weird things. It's going to be the exact same fingering. You just move it up. Also, vice versa, take the lick from E minor and move that down to A minor. All right, and so that'll give you, instead of just 2 licks, you now have 4 licks. You've doubled what you've learned. Also, don't forget just to practice these things. Same thing down here at E minor. Until you've got it memorized. All right? And so as we go forward with lessons, we're going to learn what chords we can play over this. and places to apply it. And then as we learn other patterns, we're going to learn to go in and out of, say, pattern 2 and 3, maybe pattern 5 and 1, or 5, 1, 2, and 3. So we're going to do all kinds of, nice little slide stuff, move stuff around. And as we go through each pattern, there'll be a lick designed based on that pattern. All right, and so with that being said, if you haven't yet, smash that subscribe button, ring the bell, so if you're on YouTube, so you know when we're producing new content. And with that being said, I'll see you back here next week. Thanks for watching.